Hello everyone, Sarad here, and yes, we are continuing on with the adventures of Lolo Part 2, or just 2. This one comes with an attract screen. That gives you the very basics of instructions. So if you have not seen the first game, I don't know what you're doing here, but this will give you the gist of what you're supposed to do. You grab all the heart pieces, treasure box opens, you get the treasure, you can leave the room. This game does not do one thing. It does not show you enemies beyond the very basic of Snakey here. But if you have either played Adventures of Lolo 1 or you watch my Let's Play of it, well, there are no new enemies and they all act exactly the same. The changes between Lolo 2 and Lolo 1 are, brief, shall we say? We have, all the same enemies, the same plot, although this time Lolo isn't there when Lala gets captured, so that's different. But, yeah, you don't have a whole lot of difference. You really don't. Same 10 floor layout. Yeah. So, shall we get started? I think we should get started. Because these first 5 floors can and will end me still. And if you count, I'm pretty sure there are 18 floors on that tower. I counted them once and then that's what I remember getting. But anyway, so what we have here is a bunch of Snakeys. Well, 3. That'd be a few, not a bunch. Heart containers and a treasure chest. So just so you get the idea of what you're supposed to be doing in this game. We run around, we're going to grab the heart containers. See, I know they're heart tiles, but I just call them containers because I played way too much Zelda growing up. We obviously need to clear you out, so we can grab the last one, and then get ready for new animations. They kind of nuclear explosion, mushroom cloud explode. Yeah. And now we have skulls. Skulls will do exactly what you think skulls will do. As in, when you take the last heart piece, they will come to life and start chasing you the hell down. So always try to leave the one closest to the jewel box, the treasure chest, as possible. So, if you look, there is no way to successfully navigate around this Snakey even after turning it into an egg. We can't get to the other side of the Snakey, so we just gotta get rid of you. Luckily, the heart container I walked right by was right there. So now we've got 2 shots, and we could just destroy the skull. That's generally what some people do, right? But we can also do another thing. We can turn it into an egg and then push it all the way over here. And while it's still an egg, we grab the gem. Because egg skull blocks regular skull when you do it like that. I would have explained it a little better, except I had to run and actually do the thing. But yeah, you put the egg here, it blocks this skull, you have more than enough time to grab this last heart piece and get the gem. Meet the armadillo. The armadillo is everybody's pain in the neck. And in this case, the armadillo is just a race. So yeah, they added flashing to the emerald frames. I don't think we've seen that yet. I don't think it matters which way you move those. Now, if he touches us, we die. That's what he does. He'll run around at about our walking speed, then he will roll at us at pretty much a little faster than we walk. But the thing is, once he rolls up and chases you, he doesn't stop until he hits a wall. So if you can get him to roll up and roll right on by you by ducking and dodging, you're in good shape. However, we don't have that luxury, and we're just gonna have to beat this guy in the foot race. That's all we gotta do. So anyway, got him to roll that way, which means he has to go around the really long way, and we can beat him to the gym. If you mess up and don't actually get him to roll after you down this pathway, he will catch up to you. Because he will be able to turn here and he can move faster than you. At this stage, the Leepers are everywhere, so you need to make sure that you do not get caught out by them. They will potentially block you. But the best way I found to deal with these Leepers is just to start running straight up and then to keep running right through the sand. They can, the Leepers here, if you don't remember, we're introducing these. We're introducing two things, really. We're introducing the sand and the Leepers here, I guess. The sand, excuse me. The sand slows you down. And the Leepers, as soon as they touch you, they fall asleep and become an immovable object. Well, let's go ahead and see if I can avoid getting completely trapped by all these Leepers. The best way to do that is to move up, and then as soon as I hit the divide in the sand, to move left. So I keep following the sand. There we go. You just got to avoid getting pinned in by all of them. It's not the worst thing in the world. It really isn't. So now we have our favorites, the Medusas, and the Rockies. The Rockies, in my opinion, are worse than the Medusas for several reasons. And you will probably see why. But first, let's talk about the Rockies. The Rockies will kind of bumble around in a little pattern. They move slower than you do, until they see you in a direct line. I believe only vertically, though. I don't believe if they see you horizontally it matters much. But if they see you vertically, they will charge the hell out of you, even if they see you from the top of the screen. At least, that's been my experience. Especially in one room that's coming up, I believe, on floor 3, but we will see. But yeah, they don't actually hurt you, but they do pin you in a lot. And this, if any room on this floor was going to kill me, it was going to be this one. The Medusas, on the other hand, unless they are blocked by something, and you wander into their line of sight, they will destroy you in a big hurry. So what does the main problem here? Well, those Rockies will actually push you against something. And Lolo's falling asleep while I talk. Probably so is the audience. But we're still going to talk. So what we need to do here, we need to grab these 6 frames. We need to grab the 6 heart pieces, obviously. Then we need to do this while we dodge the Rockies and while we avoid stepping into line with the Medusas. Somehow, the past couple of times I've tested this stage, I have done this without dying. I don't think that's going to last. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Very careful and grab these. Also, the heart pieces do block you. They do act as blocks. So luckily we've got some protection there. It's not great protection, but it is protection. And that's what happens right there. I knew that was going to happen. Damn it. So you see what we got to do though, right? You see the pattern we've got to follow. Let's see if we can do it a little better this time, huh? Yep, now the fun part comes in these guys. There we go. I was just a bit too slow getting to this one the last time. But there we go. A life loss on the first floor. Also new animations, just in case you hadn't seen them. But yeah, floor 2. When we come back, we will learn that this floor is much more difficult than it looks just because Rocky is a jerk. Rocky is probably my biggest problem in any of the levels. He's not the scariest one, that's still the Dawn Medusas, but the Rockies seem to give me more trouble than any other monster in the game. Mostly because I do not understand their pathing. Oh well. Anyway, that's all for right now. I'll be back next time with Floor 2. So until then, take care everyone.